New gameplay footage of SpongeBob Rehydrated from PAX East 2020 has been revealed. Let's take a look at what was shown. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to yet another SpongeBob Rehydrated video. Well, PAX East took place over the weekend, and with it came a new demo for SpongeBob Rehydrated. I know I'm a few days late, but I just wanted to go ahead and discuss it and, well, analyze it like I normally do. Yes, it's Jellyfish Fields again, but this time it's an updated build compared to the Gamescom demo from back in August, which was the exact same demo build at PAX East 2020, while the current build you're seeing on screen was from a press-only demo that was also present at PAX East 2020. One of the biggest changes that's immediately noticeable is the lighting, brightness, and contrast. Man, I thought that last demo was pretty bright, but this one looks like it's been turned up. Just look at the grass in the previous demo compared to the new one. As you can see, it's a much brighter green now. Speaking of colors, the wooden tikis seem to have been given this glowing effect, and you can sort of see them glitching out at certain points. I would assume that it's due to the new transparency mechanic that was implemented. If any of you have played Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, then you might know what I mean by that. In part of the improved lighting, there are some added shadows, which is a rather nice touch. Might not be noticeable in the rest of the demo, but in this cutscene with Squidward, you can definitely tell a difference between both demos. Next thing I want to bring up is the fully animated text sections. You know, the parts where the characters talk to each other? Yeah, well, those parts got a major overhaul from the last demo. They're so much more expressive than they were last time, but the voices are a bit out of sync. And what is this? A SpongeBob movie reference? This was after the game released, so why is that here? Good question, and I have the answer to it. In a recent interview with THQ Nordic producer Martin Crouch, I really hope I pronounced that right, he said in the interview that these animations were done to reflect and support these lines of dialogue and the overall craziness of the game. They also did new idle animations as well, again to reflect some of the more memeable moments that happened later on in the series, you know, after the game released. But putting this specific meme in this set of dialogue, yes, this meme would fit in this spot, but SpongeBob not moving his mouth while saying that, it just, I don't know, it feels kind of weird to me. And speaking of memes, you can pretty much make a meme out of Gary with that face. I'm sorry, I just can't help thinking how funny this looks. There are a few things to note in this demo. The teleport box now functions, as opposed to last time, and so is the bungee hook. I do have a bit of criticism about this part, and that has to do with the camera. It just feels, I don't know, what's the word? Clunky, you could say? In the original, it was smooth, but in here, it just doesn't quite feel right. The shiny objects do make a sound more like the original game instead of the cash register sound in the previous demo. The HUD items are still kind of static instead of the rotations that they had in the original games, but I'd expect that would be fixed later on. The pufferfish that come out of the cannon at the top of the hill, whenever they land, their eyes just kind of extend, and I thought that was pretty funny, to be honest. When Bubbles slamming this button here, the cutscene that shows the barrels coming out of the water, or goo, again, whichever you want to call it, well, it's not there. Same could be said for the previous demo with this other area over here. So are these tiny cutscenes just being removed altogether? Because if they are, I'd imagine there could be some confusion as to what you're supposed to do. Unless it's right there in front of you to begin with, then I can probably see no confusion whatsoever. Not a whole lot else was shown here, so there's not much else to really discuss, unless you count the jump stall. What this means, if you do a spin with SpongeBob in the air, you'll get some extra distance. In the original, it worked, but it didn't work every single time, as sometimes you'll expect to get a little bit more distance, but instead you'll just go straight to the ground. Well, the latter happened at this point in the demo, where SpongeBob just went straight to the ground instead of stalling in the air to get extra distance. But like I said before, it happened in the original game as well. Whether it was intended or not in Rehydrated, or if both instances will be in the final game, we're not sure just yet. Also, I should quickly point out that the bonus combo shinies appear to be missing. In the original, if you was to create any combo, big or small, you'll get bonus shinies that pop up off screen. Again, whether or not that'll be in the final release, we don't know just yet. I mean, it's a remake of the original game, so I'm sure it'll be in there. Also, we got some details regarding the game's Horde Mode. According to IGN, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, and Squidward will all be playable in this mode, alongside SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy, bringing the total of playable characters to 6. The Horde Mode would feature waves of robots that everyone would have to take out, and at the end you would face the Robo Squidward boss. Again, this was cut from the final game, and I've been really curious since this game was announced to see how they would fit that into the game's story. And if they're just including it in the Horde Mode, if that's going to be the case, then perhaps some of the other cut content, like Patrick's Dream, could be incorporated into the Horde Mode as well. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Anyways guys, that's going to really be it for today's video. So what do you guys think about this new SpongeBob Rehydrated demo? Be sure to let me know in the comments section below, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel for even more SpongeBob Rehydrated news and updates. And side note, for those wondering, it's taking me a bit longer to get any videos made. Reason for that, I had just taken a short break, and it takes me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things when that happens. So all I ask is for a little bit of patience, and more videos will come, I assure you. Just not as fast as before. And once again, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye!
What?